Welcome, man. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Y'all see this? Oh, older model, 2004 maybe, '05. Chrysler Sebring. Now, there was two different options on this year model. You either had the 2.4 4-cylinder or the V6 in the form of a 2.7. Okay. Yes, 2.7 front wheel drive based. All right, so yeah, it's the same 2.7. It's just built for front wheel drive cars. And based off me accelerating, punching the accelerator, this is a V6, guys. Now, what's the complaint? We're still in the winter season, guys. People want their heat to work. And for some odd reason, heaters are not working lately. Now, y'all know the drill. I done said this 1,000 times. In order to get heat, in order for your heater to produce heat, basically, there's a couple of things you need to start with. Starting points, guys. The cooling system has to be properly filled. Free. Get this part. Free of any air pockets, guys. All right, so where you can start off is verifying that. And then if that's not the case, guys, then you got problems as far as maybe cooling leaks, or I always grab the heater hoses and see if they're hot. Okay. Now, then based on that, I go inside, but I don't know what's going on yet. Yeah, of course I just started, so it's not going to be hot right away. But let me go inside, guys. If it's low on coolant, all bets off. All right, this is a 2.7. Who knows what the problem is on the 2.7, guys? If it's overheating, this car is known for sludging up and overheating, or this engine is. So, like I say, there has to be a starting point with all diagnostics. Now, there's no way this is like a HVAC module, so it's not, a fault code is not going to bail you out on this one as far as trying to verify if it's plumbing, if it's on the plumbing side or the distribution side. On the newer cars, the HVAC module have a way of monitoring actuator doors. Okay, so I don't know, guys. We're gonna let this thing. We're going to get it in the shop and let it in the air. We're going to check it out, man. That's what we do. We diagnose cars, ladies and gentlemen. That is my sole purpose here on Earth, to figure out what's wrong with your car. Now, I have a DIY channel, so I tend to want to bring my DIY counterparts along with me. Even some of the well-experienced. I just found out the channel was watched by a little bit of everybody, guys. When I went to the training center, the school, there was some cats in there. Man, I love your channel, man. Those are mechanics. When I'm at the training center, I'm surrounded by techs. Okay, so you know, when you shoot the crap with them on break time, you get a sense of, you know, how well things are going. Anyway, I'm in the shop. Let's get out here, find out what's going on. Y'all ready? Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.
Alrighty, guys. Yes, just as I figured, the 2.7 liter V6. Yes, this car have a couple of things. Look at that. Y'all see that? Hey, right off the bat, guys. Based off that alone, y'all see that? Ladies and gentlemen, that is an indication that there's coolant leaks. And based off the look of the bottle, it is low. All right, so you're never going to get any heat. Your heat is never going to work if it's not full. Okay, so I mean, right off the bat, look at that. Wow, that was fairly quick. Now, I'm not going to stop there, guys. I'm going to look the whole car over. Let me let this car have over 100,000 miles. Make sure I'm not dealing with some sludge bucket. Now, y'all know my drill, all right? I like to remove this cam sensor down here to get a good sense of if there's sludge buildup. All right, but let me look it over some more, guys. Let me let this up in the air and see. Look up under it. All right, stay tuned. Ooh, righty, guys. We going up in the air. Oh, look at them brakes. Man, this car been sitting. I don't know, but what do we got going on under here? Yes, your typical 2.7. Ah, man. Boy, I remember back in the day, I used to do these daily. Work on these non-stop, guys. All right, let's take a look in the water pump area. There is signs Now, one thing gonna come out of that cover is coolant from. Right there, guys. Yeah, so there may be a couple of leaks on this thing, and that looks like coolant that's been leaking for a while, just been sitting there. Guys, it's due to the mileage. I'm gonna recommend a water pump as well as that bleeder valve. I don't want to get burnt on this. Now, this water pump is timing chain driven, guys, so you gotta be careful. Make sure you know what you're getting into before you just write up a water pump. Yes, it's a big job. Number one, the valve cover's got to come off in order to gain access to the timing chain, because the timing chain is wrapped around the camshaft gears, and the gears is of course underneath the valve cover. So I have to get the intake. I got a lot of work to do that. What I'm gonna recommend, normally I put pressure on it, guys, but put my coolant pressure test on it, but I don't see no need in that. Based off my visual inspection of that bleeder valve and seeing this. Now, the bleeder valve very well could be leaking downward, ending up on here, but for one thing, it has a lot of miles on it. So I'm gonna recommend the water pump due to mileage, not so much because it's leaking, because you really don't know unless you can get in there. And once you get in there, you're already in there. It's not like you can seal it back up and then pressurize it. So it's gonna be based off a recommendation time interval thing. Over 100,000 miles, I think all water pumps should be replaced. That's my personal opinion. Now, what about these brakes? It's gonna become a matter of prioritizing things, guys. So that's where we at on this. It's not a rear wheel drive, so there's no differential. Yeah. So let's get a heater working by way of getting a coolant leak fixed. All right. Guys, do not forget the thermostat. Don't sleep on the thermostat. That thermostat is high way in there. All right. So, all right, let me grab an estimate. Let me write this estimate up, guys. Y'all stay tuned. I'm going anywhere. I'll be right back. Ooh, looky, guys. Yes, they went off the recommendations. They want to get it fixed. So what we have here is a water pump, guys. Not in a million years would I ever put a aftermarket water pump on a 2.7. Do not call down the street to AutoZone and get me a damn water pump. OEM Mopar or no par. It's all about quality, especially when you're dealing with a 2.7, guys. You gotta be out your mind. I talked about that on an earlier video where the quality is in the bearings, really. Okay, you do not want a water pump to seize. And the way this is designed, the way this is set up, it's inside of the oil gallery area. So if coolant leaks, it's a weep hole on here that's designed to weep outside the car. If that fails, just say the housing shatter inside this timing cover. You're gonna have a mixture of water and oil. It's gonna travel throughout your system and ruin your car. So I don't know why anybody would gamble with an aftermarket water pump. All right. I've only ever done these for leaking purposes, not seized up. Okay, enough of that. What we got here? Because I have to take the timing chain off, like I said earlier, it's not a must. I mean, you can easily compress the tensioner in a vice grip, and but I don't know the condition of it, so I don't want to gamble with it. And this thing is high dollar too, guys. So I got a new tensioner. That's gonna make my life easier. As far as the chain goes, you can reuse the chain, but I got a tensioner. And what else? And last but not least, the bleeder housing. I want to say that's what they call this. Now, I don't know how many of you guys ever done one on the rear wheel drive car where it has the long pipe. If it's an OEM, it has the long pipe going through it. This is an OEM, but it's for a front wheel drive car. Okay, a lot of times, like you saw earlier, this thing was leaking out of the big. Look, it still is. Look at that. Yeah, so over time that would cause I don't know. I'm almost certain it's been revised. So this is new and improved, new O-rings, new everything. All right, and of course I got some coolant over there on the side. I'm gonna flush out the coolant system, flush out the radiator, and I got a thermostat. Thermostat is gonna be under the compressor, so I had to make sure my time was right, guys. I don't want to overlap the customer, but I also don't want to shortchange myself. It is extra work to get to that thermostat. It is not a joke. Now y'all know me. I do not do tutorial videos. Okay, go see my man Uncle Mark and them and Tim Astro and all them guys. They get down with them every single thing, you know. I'm not knocking it. It's just I'm not set up. I'm not fit for that. That would drive me cuckoo. So I do what I do. Everybody's different, guys. Nobody's doing anything right or wrong. Everybody has their niche in this YouTube thing. Okay, so in fact, shout out to my man Uncle Mark DIY channel. All right, check him out right here. How many cars I got? I think I got 5 cars. And my man Tim and Astro Auto Repair, he right here. It's a lot more, guys, but those are the ones that's doing those DIYs or tutorials. Let me say it like that. I have a lot of friends out there, so I really don't want to leave anybody out. So, but from time to time, I card up a few guys. But I have a lot of work to do, guys. Y'all know me. I'll fire the camera up here and there. In fact, I'm going to end this video and open up another one. So when I get this valve cover off, I'm going to show y'all the timing chain setup. This is an old engine. Nothing new about this, but just hang around anyway so I can show y'all where we at. All right. That's all I have, guys. Thanks for watching.